Hi guys, welcome to week 2 of ENV101 Environmental Science. Hey, each week we do this video. I kick it off each week and by discussing what we're going to be talking about during the week and what we're going to be working on. So, be prepared each Sunday. I'll do this recording. Today's the 29th of July. Again, each week I will record a video and post it on Sunday afternoons. Talking about what we're going to be working on for the week. In this case, we are going to be working on Chapter 3 for Week 2. I want you to make sure that you read ecosystems and what are they and how do they work. Also, I want you to read the PowerPoint. So make sure you read Chapter 3 and then also the PowerPoint that's associated. You'll find it under the Week 2 Overview Weekly Reading Assignment is where you'll find the PowerPoint. You just click on that link right there. It'll take you right to it. So that's the good thing. The other thing that we have to work on this week is a discussion. We want to make sure that we jump in there and get that done as quickly as possible. At least as far as your initial post, you want that done by Wednesday, followed up by 2 posts that are contributing to 2 of your peers. So let's make sure that we jump in there, get the initial post done, and then follow up by contributing to 2 of the peers in your class as well. So this week in the discussion, I want you to make a list of the food that you ate for dinner or lunch today on Sunday. Trace each type of food back to its particular producer species. Describe the sequence of feeding levels that led to your feeding. Kind of interesting. In short, let's talk about your lunch or your dinner, what you had to eat. What did it take for that food to get to where you are? So, what was responsible? If you were responsible for pizza, or if you had pizza, let's see, let's say you just had a cheese pizza. Make it even simple. And you had cheese pizza. Well, you have crust, and what's in that crust? You have wheat, eggs, milk. I don't know if eggs are in there or not, but milk, yeast, various other product that goes into the crust. Then you have the tomato sauce. You have oregano and basil. What's in tomato sauce? You have tomatoes, various different herbs and spices, salt, pepper, like I said, oregano, maybe a little bit of cilantro in there. And then you have cheese, and what goes into cheese? You have dairy product, depending on what type of cheese it is. Different dairy product go into that. And then the dairy farms that produce the milk. So, very interesting conversation. Let's take a look at that and see what you had for lunch. It gets more complicated if you had a lot more complicated of a lunch or dinner. So, that's what you have for the discussions. Let's make sure that we jump in and get those done by Wednesday. The responses to your peers, the contributions to your peers need to be done by the end of the week. So, what else in Module 2? Let's see. We have Week 2 quiz that is due by Saturday. By this coming Saturday the 4th. Let's make sure that we jump in there and get that done early as well, if you can. Don't wait till the last minute, guys. I'm going to ask you right now, don't wait till the last minute to do your quiz. If you do that, it's very, very possible that something may happen and you won't be able to get it completed in time. So make sure that we get in there and get it done in the right time. I would appreciate it. That would be good. Okay, with that being said, you'll notice from now on the quizzes are only available during the start of the week, and they'll be open until the end of the week. You cannot go ahead and see stuff ahead of time. Only at the during the week that they are available will you be able to see the quizzes. So, that being said, make sure that we do a bang-up job on those. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I did want to mention next week, week 3, will be your first part of project. It'll be your final project, part 1, is due. I want you to, if you want to get started on it now, that's great, so you're not working so hard next week. Now you have 2 weeks to work on it. But this first part of the project is I want you to do a bibliography on 3 articles on, well, let me pull that up so I can tell you verbatim what it is. Make sure I go to the right places here. Here we are. Okay, so week 3, project part 1. There's 3 parts. The third part is your actual project that you'll submit in week 9. But this first part, what I want you to do is, it's 3 articles, not 5, by the way. I'll change that right now. I have 5 articles on there for some reason. I want you to resource 3 articles on environmental change in the last 100 years. I don't care where you get them from, internet, bibliography, books, wherever, but I would like to discuss, I want you to find 3 articles on environmental change in the last 100 years. Write a 250 to 300 word bibliography on each one of the articles. So do this in APA formatting. Your references, I sent, there's some examples, easybib.com, OWL, which is Online Writing Center from Purdue, and then the ANU Virtual Library can help you with this as well. Simple bibliography, guys. Let's not get carried away with it. Remember, a synopsis is just a short review of what the article is about. And it is mostly for your benefit. You're going to need that for your final project, so make sure you write a good synopsis of what that article was. So you read the article, you read the material that you're wanting to write about as far as environmental change in the last 100 years. Write a 250 to 300 word synopsis with your references, which that's big on the bibliography. Make sure you reference it. And then there's 3 that are due this next week on the 3rd. The 3rd week, into the 3rd week. Man, I'm confusing myself. So anyway, that is due, like I said, the end of 3rd week, which is the 11th. So let's make sure that you get that in there as well. So that being said, just wanted to give you an advance notice on that, so you have a little extra time to work on that project part 1. So, all right, guys, let's have a great week. I will talk to you and see you in the online class, but I will talk to you next week. You'll see a video then. All right, have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.